Duke and the Coach.
Saturdays, 10 a.m. on game day. Roar, Lions, roar!
Are you ready for some football?
It's Duke and the Coach.
Starting lineup features Duke, owner of your Columbus Lions professional indoor football team, and head coach Jason Gibson.
It's fast, action-packed, high-scoring football played at the Columbus Civic Center, also known as the Jungle. It's fun, affordable family entertainment. Kids keep any ball they catch and love coming onto the field after every game to meet the players and cheerleaders.
Duke and the Coach are here to help you understand the game and why you need to come.
Roar, Lions, roar!
Hi, welcome to Duke and the Coach. I'm Duke Liberatore.
And I'm head coach Jason Gibson.
And we have a great show in store for you today. Lots of fun, interesting, and exciting information. This is your television home of the Columbus Lions, and we're going to talk about where the Lions are today, how we got here, and where we're headed from this point on. And then, Coach, we'll also ask you to explain a rule or two that we haven't talked about yet on the show. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll also talk about the newest signing of the Columbus Lions, something you're going to be real excited about. We'll talk about that in detail. We'll also present the Good Hands Award today as part of our broadcast. But remember, free children's tickets to the Columbus Lions games from here on out. Just go to the columbuslions.net website. You can print your own free children's tickets. It's family night tonight. We want you all out there. It's also youth football, indoor football night tonight. So we'll recognize all the youth football teams that are out there. And guess what? They're down there playing already, aren't they?
They're playing right now. They started this morning at 8:30. Those kids have been fired up. You know, we started registering for youth football back in December, and they're down there playing right now inside the arena, doing the same thing we're doing. And if you haven't seen it, you got to go see it. It's fun to watch.
So this is their first day of playing. You can head on down to the Jungle or Civic Center, watch the little kids play the youth indoor football. It's a fun time, and we'll recognize them prior to the game tonight. So we have a fun show in store for you, a great game in store for you. We'll tell all about it tonight. You're watching Duke and the Coach, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
Thank you, Lane Dermatology, for sponsoring the Lady Lions here on Duke and the Coach.
The next time you need overnight accommodations in Columbus, call the Wingate Hotel. Here you'll find newly remodeled rooms complete with HD televisions and a secure, high-speed wireless and wired internet connection. Near Bradley Park, the Wingate Hotel is convenient for shopping, dining, and entertainment. And after your busy day, we invite you to relax in our spa or saltwater pool. The Wingate Hotel also offers complimentary shuttle transportation to most local destinations. Luxurious, convenient, and affordable. Why stay anywhere else? The Wingate Hotel, Bradley Park, North Columbus.
Watch Duke and the Coach next Saturday, June 7th at 1 o'clock.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach. Duke Liberatore here with Coach Jason Gibson. And let's get right into it, Coach. Tell us about the state of the Columbus Lions, our professional indoor football team here in Columbus. Let's talk about where we are and how we got here. So we're winning all of our home games and losing all of our road games at this point. That's pretty typical in this league, though, isn't it?
I mean, it's typical. It's not championship caliber, and we talked about in the beginning of the season. The only way you're going to win a championship, you got to win games on the road. And right now, we've struggled on the road, and you've been in a lot of the games, and it's tough. But we can continue to keep winning at home. That will allow us the opportunity to have a chance to get in the playoffs and cause some waves.
But it looks to me like the way we got here is one of the highest powered offenses in the league. When I look at the stats, it's unbelievable. We lead the league in almost every offensive category, both passing and rushing. And here we are in a lock for second place. You look at the stats, you think, how are we not leading the league in the standings? But
I mean, we look at the numbers, and we're the highest scoring offense in the league, but I feel, and I talked with the team about this in practice yesterday, about how we're not finishing games on offense. I don't think we're playing a complete game on offense. We didn't do it in Nashville. We didn't do it in Trenton. And as many points as we're scoring, we're still leaving a lot of points on the table. So to me, there's so much more room for improvement, but yet we're number one in all the categories. And that's what's odd to me. That tells me how much more growth we can have. And we should be a 70 to 75 point team every game.
But at some point you need to stop the other team too, because if you score back and forth, it's just going to be a back and forth game. But you need to get a stop here and there. And I feel like we have a pretty stout defense. The stats don't look as good, nearly as good as our offense. And I know we need some improvement there. What do you think we need mostly on defense?
We just need pressure. I mean, pressure in every game. I always say this all my career, whether you're playing high school football, PlayStation, arena, NFL. Pressure wins games. And we're just not getting a lot of pressure. We made some changes on the roster for pressure-wise to get some more pressure up front, but that's the only way you're going to get to get those victories. You got to put another quarterback on his back.
Well, and then here we are with the really bad news. We're leading the league in all these offensive categories, and now halfway through the season, our quarterback, Antoine Young, who we've had a lot of high hopes for, and he's really come through to this point, but he tears an ACL.
Tears the ACL in the game, played the entire second half with a torn ACL, which is amazing on itself. I mean, I don't know how he did it. And that game alone, on an ACL, I think he completed 12 passes for 300 yards, which is absurd. And I didn't think he played very well, but he's gone for the season. He was an MVP candidate from the get-go, and it's back to the drawing board.
But you say he's gone for the season, so he's not going to play again. But it's good to see him still hanging around the team, sitting on the bench, encouraging other guys. It shows me that he's a real team player. So what are we going to do for a quarterback?
We just signed Dan O'Brien at the University of Maryland. We were teasing, fear the turtle. So. I'm from Maryland, and I wanted to bring in a Maryland guy.
And I always wanted to ask you this since you brought it up, fear of the turtle. As the Lions here, we always say roar, Lions, roar, and we go roar. What does a turtle do?
Goes real slow. I don't know. It's just my wife always teases me about it. So, But Dan, it was a great. I had a scout that called me about him, and Dan is, obviously you saw the accolades and all the awards. He was a Maxwell candidate. He was a Manning candidate for the top quarterback in the nation, ACC Rookie of the Year, Quarterback of the Year. I mean, he has a lot of statistics to come with him, and he brings big-time football. He just got released by the Falcons last week.
So you talk about big-time football. He played in the ACC, as you said, the ACC Freshman of the Year, and I think he made All-American freshman honors that year. Then he transferred to a Big Ten school, Wisconsin, so he's been around in some big programs, so he's got some good experience. And he wasn't just a backup. I mean, he actually played in these teams and put some had racked up some yardage, didn't he?
We talk about it, but I don't want to talk about him too much because as soon as everybody finds out he's here, he'll be gone. They'll call him up. I mean, he's that good, great young man, smart. We'll see him in action tonight, and see what he can do. Danny
O'Brien, you know what his number is going to be?
11.
Well, he's the quarterback. We'll be able to pick him out. So look for him on the field. Number 11, Danny O'Brien, the new signing of the Columbus Lions. And this is really exciting, folks, because we think this guy is the real thing. Not that Antoine wasn't, but we'll miss you, Antoine. But we hope you stick around, encourage him, help Danny catch on to the system, and help everybody move forward.
That's one good thing about Antoine. Antoine's, the first thing he did is he put an arm around him. Come over to my apartment. Let me show you some film. After the coaches' meetings, let me explain some things. So he's there to coach. Antoine had surgery yesterday, so he's kind of hobbling around today, but just a great professional, both of them.
So come out and see him tonight. It's a big night. It is family night, and we want you to bring the entire family out. Now, Coach, you're a family guy. You have a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids. Tell me, is there anywhere else you can bring your wife and 2 kids, and your kids are under 12, right?
Right.
Is there anywhere else you could go with your wife and your 2 children, spend a Saturday night, have some great entertainment for 2-3 hours, get some autographs, get on the field for $20?
Not unless we stay home.
Yeah, I mean, it's unheard of. So you can do that with the Columbus Lions, folks. Go online to columbuslions.net, print out your free children's tickets for children under 12, and adults can get in for as little as $10 a piece. And just come on down to the jungle, the Civic Center, and you can entertain the entire family for a very affordable, fast-paced, fun action time. The Columbus Lions, your professional indoor football team. And since it's family night, we're introducing the Youth Indoor Football League. They're playing right now at the Civic Center. They'll be playing all day long. If you're not doing anything today, stop down there, see the kids play. And tonight before the game, we'll recognize all of the Youth League. We'll introduce them, bring them all out onto the field, give them a round of applause and show them our appreciation. But it's a fun time to go down and see those kids all dressed up in their uniforms, all playing down with the announcers and everything. It's great.
They got their uniforms yesterday, and they're so fired up. We try to dress them like NFL replica teams.
Yeah.
And they look great. The kids have a great time. And it's good football. I catch myself just watching the games.
Yeah.
Not even realizing what's going on.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. When we do, we'll talk about one of the unique rules in the Professional Indoor Football League, and we have much more in store for you. We'll be right back. Stay with Duke and the Coach.
Watch Duke and the Coach June 7th, Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Do you have headaches, neck and back pain? Is your body feeling stressed? Visit Dr. Michael Perez at Perez Chiropractic Center. Each patient from infant to adult is thoroughly screened and examined before adjustments. You will always experience healing and a friendly atmosphere at Perez Chiropractic Center. For Columbus's newest choice in chiropractic care, contact Perez Chiropractic, 706-596-7220, or visit us at 2263 Brookstone Center Parkway, PerezChiropracticCenter.com.
Watch Duke and the Coach next Saturday, June 7th at 1 o'clock.
Welcome back to Duke and the Coach, your television home of the Columbus Lions. So, Coach, in this segment, I want to talk about a couple of unique rules for arena football. I want to talk about the MAC linebacker and the tight end, how that all ties together and how that all works out, how the refs know what's going on and all that. But before we do, let's talk a little bit more about tonight at the Jungle, at the Civic Center. It's family night, it's youth indoor football night, and we have a great deal, a great money-saving offer for all of our fans. Free children's tickets at columbuslions.net. Just print out your ticket, bring it to the box office, and if you buy a 3-game package, which will get you to 3 remaining home games of the Columbus Lions, as an adult, you can buy one for $10 a piece. So you can bring yourself, your spouse, and your 2 children under 12 down for $20 a night the next 3 Saturdays in a row at the Columbus Lions. It's a money-saving, affordable, fun event that it's too good to pass up, isn't it?
You can't beat it.
Every
Not for
family in
$20.
Columbus should be down there.
Right.
I'll tell you. So, and if you buy it for just 1 game, it's $26 for the night. Still a great money-saving value. So come on down to family night in the Jungle. We have youth football night as well. In fact, they're down there playing right now. They'll be playing all day long. Stop down there and see them play. But come out to tonight's game. We'll be recognizing all of those youth indoor football players. So that's what's going on with the Columbus Lions. And before, now I'll tell you what, let's go over to the wall. Let's get you to explain this tight end declaring and the MAC linebacker, what that's all about, Coach. Folks, let's learn a little bit more about the rules of indoor and arena football. Coach, explain the tight end rule and the MAC linebacker. How does all that work?
Just real simple. A lot of fans don't understand that one of the linemen on every single play is eligible to catch a pass. And he's the tight end, and what he has to basically do is he has to declare that he's the eligible receiver. So, you know, if this was our basic setup on an offensive set, and when it comes to the line of scrimmage, one guy raises his hand for the official.
So coming out of the huddle, he actually raises his hand, the official looks at him?
It's actually a penalty if he doesn't. So when he walks out of the huddle, he has to come up and put his hand in the air to tell the official, I'm eligible to go out for a pass. That's the simple part of it, okay? The second part is actually the linebacker who blitzes is called the MAC linebacker. We call him the MAC. For us, for the Columbus Lions, every game, that's number 51, Justin Rivers. That's the easiest way to figure it out. And what he has to do every time is line up opposite of the tight end.
So diagonally.
Diagonal, in the opposite part of the field. And that's pretty much it. And that tells the official that Justin is allowed to blitz because you can only blitz one linebacker. And that's pretty much the rule.
So the 3 defensive linemen can rush the quarterback. The MAC linebacker,
correct,
which is determined by the tight end raising his hand, they're diagonal. He can rush. So how does that work? There's a limitation to when and where he can rush, right?
The only rule, and a lot of fans will see this, a lot of times the official will call illegal defense. What that means is, to be real simple, only the defensive ends can rush outside of the guards. The linebacker, which is Justin for us, number 51, can only rush in that gap or in that gap.
And that's what's called the A gap,
That's
right?
called the A gap, and that's as simple as it can be. Whenever you hear illegal defense, what that means is the linebacker went outside of the box, and you're not allowed to do that.
All right, so this guy is blitzing, means he's going after the quarterback through the A gap. He's usually picked up by the fullback.
He's usually hit by somebody. There's a lot of big guys in there standing, but you know, a lot of times, if you want to try to throw the ball to the tight end, you're taking a chance, because if you just count by numbers, you know, 1, 2, 3, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you release the tight end, your quarterback better get it ball pretty quick, or I'm going to have to get another quarterback.
Well, now, how often does it happen that this guy actually catches a pass, Coach?
Deion caught a touchdown last game at Nashville game.
Second one.
And you'll see one tonight.
I hope you're right. We'll take a touchdown any way we can get him. So that's the rule of the tight end declaring. He raises his hand when he comes out of the huddle. That makes him the tight end. That makes this linebacker on this side the MAC. In our case, Justin Rivers, number 51. He can rush in the A gaps, or right in between the center and the offensive lineman, going after the quarterback. Seems simple.
That's it.
But that's unique. I mean, that's not an NFL rule. This is different. This is what our fans need to learn, is this kind of stuff.
Correct.
And I'm glad you're keeping it simple, folks, Coach, because I feel like if I can understand it, our fans can understand it.
Definitely.
All right, so where does that lead us? So this guy's picked up by the fullback maybe. This guy can then go out and catch a pass, as Deion Small has done a couple of times. What other?
The only other thing that you would add to that is, and the reason this is so important, is you have one other linebacker. He's called the Jack.
He's usually a little further back, right?
It's number 8. That's for us. That's Ryan Babb, local guy from Central.
Yeah.
So all this means is he's not allowed to blitz.
Okay. And this guy is. Now, does he have to blitz once he's
No,
declared?
he doesn't have to. And, really they put this rule in for the official, so it makes it easier for the official to officiate the game. But, you'll watch it tonight at the game. We got a couple plays where we put in where we're going to throw the ball to the tight end, and it's kind of a trick play kind of a thing. And plus the big guys always want you to throw the ball to them. I mean, the practice are begging for it. So.
Well, that last one I saw, Deion,
he was
bobbled
bobbling
it a little bit.
He was bobbling it, but, we laughed about it in film.
Well, Coach, thank you for breaking this down and breaking it down to layman's terms that I can even understand. And you now know a little bit more about indoor and arena football, and we hope that helps you better enjoy our game. Come out tonight and see the Columbus Lions.
Watch Duke and the Coach June 7th, Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Since 1987, Georgia Bariatrics has been #1 for weight loss. You and I have seen countless weight loss centers open, promise miracles, and then close. The only thing you lose is your hard-earned dollar. At Georgia Bariatrics, our goal is to help you reach yours. So when you're ready for a safe, effective, medically supervised, and healthy weight loss with proven results and free maintenance doctor visits, come see me. Georgia Bariatrics has been here for over 25 years, and Lord willing, I'll be here another 25. I'm waiting for you.
Watch Duke and the Coach next Saturday, June 7th at 1 o'clock.
And in this segment, let's introduce one of our local Lions to our audience out there. Now, a local Lion is a player or coach who was born and raised here in Columbus, Georgia, and has decided to play here for our Columbus Lions. And this week's local Lion is Brandon Reed. Now, he's not a player, he's a coach. Tell us briefly a little bit about him, Coach.
Coach Reed's one of the best players I've ever seen. Played the NFL, played AFL, played NFL Europe. He's a phenomenal guy out of Russell County High.
He could probably suit up and play today.
I would beg him to play.
Let's talk to him. Okay, we're here with Brandon Reed, one of the Lions' assistant coaches. He coaches defensive backs, and that was the position he played as a player. And you grew up here in the Columbus area, right? Tell us where you went to school and where you grew up.
Well, I'm from Phoenix City, Alabama. I went to Russell County High.